This is a continuation of the earlier video where we have elaborately looked at how are purines synthesized. We have looked at the 10 steps by which inosine monophosphate is synthesized. So we have inosine monophosphate structure here. Now this becomes the starting point for synthesizing the other two purine nucleotides. Those are adenine monophosphate and guanine monophosphate. Let us see how do we synthesize from inosine monophosphate adenine monophosphate. Adenine monophosphate is primarily, it requires an amino group. If you look at the structure, this is the basic unit we have, and what we need to do is an amino group has to be inserted here. So this is carbon number 6, to that an amino group has to be inserted. That amino group is contributed by aspartic acid. So in step number 1, an aspartate is added and the aspartate gets incorporated at carbon number 6. So let us write the structure. So this is the first ring. Here aspartate is getting incorporated this way, and NH that is connected to the C alpha, and this is the carboxyl end, CH2COO. Aspartic acid gets incorporated in this structure. Now this will be ribose 5-phosphate, double bond here, NH. This is catalyzed by an enzyme known as adenyl succinate synthetase. Adenyl succinate synthetase. Adenyl succinate synthetase, so therefore we should understand energy is needed, and that energy is provided by GTP molecule. Because we are going to make ATP, so that energy is provided by GTP molecule. The synthetase produces, this is adenyl succinate is formed. So once you have adenyl succinate, now the next step is adenyl succinase enzyme. Adenyl succinase enzyme will remove a fumarate. Remember, if you remove, this is nothing but fumarate is removed. Once the fumarate is removed, this amino group is retained there. We will have adenylate. So this is how AMP molecules are formed. Once we have inosine monophosphate, let us see how do we make the other purine nucleotide, that is GMP. In the first step is catalyzed by an enzyme known as inosine monophosphate dehydrogenase. It is an NAD dependent enzyme. So NAD plus gets reduced to NADH plus H plus gets reduced, and it forms xanthine monophosphate. It becomes xanthine monophosphate. How is it structurally different? There will be a keto group attached here. That is xanthine monophosphate. Then we draw the structure. So a keto group is attached here, H, okay. So this with the ribose 5-phosphate. This is xanthine monophosphate. Once you have xanthine monophosphate, the next step is to introduce an amino group there. That you will get guanosine monophosphate. Who will be the nitrogen donor? It is glutamine will be the nitrogen donor. Amino group is added and glutamate is removed, and this is catalyzed. This enzyme requires hydrolysis of ATP molecules. ATP is cleaved into AMP plus PPI, and you will have guanosine monophosphate, where you will be introducing an NH2 here, and catalyzed by an enzyme that is GMP synthetase. So the enzyme is a GMP synthetase, and that is how we produce GMP molecules as well as AMP molecules. 4 more enzymes are required starting from inosine monophosphate. So now let us look at the structure of this molecule itself and see how what contributes to the formation of each of these, either it is a carbon or it is a nitrogen. So let us number them. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We know that number 9 is contributed by a glutamine. Similarly, number 3 is also contributed by a glutamine molecule. Now, number 4, 5, 6 are contributed by a glycine. Number 8, this is contributed, that carbon is contributed by tetrahydrofolate. Number 6 carbon is contributed by a bicarbonate ion. Number 1 is contributed by an aspartate. And finally, number 2 is contributed by another tetrahydrofolate. You see how vitamin derivatives, amino acids, how a carbon dioxide, how they contribute towards the formation of purine nucleotides. Now, this is what is called the de novo pathway for the synthesis of purine nucleotides. Another pathway for the synthesis of purine nucleotide is what we call the salvage pathway. So, in the salvage pathway, we have seen it earlier that in salvage pathway, we will not start from scratch. We will use the degraded molecules, degraded purine nucleotides, and we will construct a nucleotide out of that. That is known as the salvage pathway. In the salvage pathway, we will start with the hypoxanthine, or we will start with the xanthine, or we will start with the adenine. So these are going to be our starting material. Now, if the salvage pathway is highly active in cells like RBCs, brain, etc., where the salvage pathway is active. What has to be added to this is PRPP has to be added to all these. If you add PRPP to hypoxanthine or xanthine, you will get inosine monophosphate, catalyzed by an enzyme known as HGPRTase, hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosal transferase enzyme. Similarly to adenine, you add a PRPP, you will get adenosine monophosphate, catalyzed by an enzyme adenosine phosphoribosal transferase enzyme. So by using these two enzymes, if the salvage pathway is carried out for purines. Now the question comes, if we have to synthesize deoxynucleotide, how do we make them? Now understand that deoxynucleotides are not in abundance in a cell. They are synthesized in two situations. Number 1, when a cell has to synthesize a DNA, or cell has to replicate, or a cell has to undergo repair mechanism. So these are the two times when deoxynucleotides are abundant. Now, deoxynucleotides are made from GMP molecules as well as from AMP molecules. Now, cell has an enzyme known as nucleotide reductase. So, this is enzyme number 1, nucleotide reductase. So, in the nucleotide reductase enzyme is capable of converting a GMP into a deoxy-GMP and an AMP into deoxy-AMP. So, a nucleotide reductase enzyme. This is highly active, especially when repair mechanisms are happening. Once you have a deoxynucleotide, now it is easy to convert that into a D-GDP, a D-ADP by a second enzyme. That is a second enzyme. The second enzyme is nucleotide kinase. So nucleotide kinase can convert this into GDP, subsequently GTP, and as well as ATP, and finally these can be incorporated into the structure of DNA by DNA polymerase enzyme. So this is how deoxynucleotides are made in order to meet the requirement of a cell. So what we have seen in this series of videos is we have looked at the functions of nucleotides, and then we focused on the purine nucleotides, how the precursor molecule for purines, that is up to inosine monophosphate, is synthesized. Now from inosine monophosphate acting as a precursor, from that how do we make GMP and AMP? From that how do we make either deoxynucleotide, and also we have seen how the salvage pathway will operate in order to salvage the broken nucleotide into a functional nucleotide.